right, so today, guys, what I wanted to do is kind of like an OPG talk show where we just got approved for a couple things on YouTube, and so I'm gonna try to do the other half so we can start doing things like this more often. Um, but I woke up early today because I fell asleep early last night, and I was really, really wanting to get all the information on the play-in, and we're currently about to be updated by Friday to fully know what the playoffs are actually going to be. This is my favorite time of the year for sports because off season for most sports, but baseball's starting back up, golf is still active, basketball is coming towards its end, but we need to appreciate all the players we got right now for this last run because we have no clue who's going to win the ring this year. So, but we can make valid predictions and assumptions. We all want a lot of people to get a ring. We want LeBron to get a ring. We want Chris Paul to get a ring. We want everybody to get things. But Chris Paul, he's gonna have to try again another year because he's cooked. So, but like people like DeRozan who have a chance right now on the play-in. There's a lot of people that still have a chance to make a difference in this offseason. I mean, from the offseason changes and in-season changes for a good playoff run. My Cougs let me down, but they had a good run. Yeah, they definitely did. So we're going to start off, since I'm in Orlando, we're going to talk about the Magic and the Hawks game. I fell asleep last night. While watching it, I woke up and seen a blowout. Man, Anthony Black was getting some buckets early. You can't stop Paolo. The Magic were rolling. And I go see them in person every time they get smoked. And then every time I'm watching them on the screen, even though they're right down the street, literally walking distance, they're getting it done. So happy for Orlando playing against the Celtics. They're walking around parading right now on the streets, acting like we already won it all. Now let's talk about the other game last night that I didn't really get to see, but I keep seeing highlights of, which is Golden State and Memphis. Man, did Memphis mess up at the end. But Bane was wet, bro. Stroking everything. So, Jimmy Butler with 41. If you guys already know, I'm pretty biased. I am a Heat fan, so more Heat information coming at the end. But, man, dude, Golden State ended up winning. But Butler had 41. Steph Curry has a hurt thumb. He's doing fillets from like 19 feet out. Man, it's just wild to see what happened at the end of the game because I'm going to show you guys at the end of this pod the crew reacting to the game from last night. And Chuck and Shaq and all of them were ripping into the coach that they had because they had a 5 second with 5 seconds left to go in the game to have a chance to tie or beat Golden State. So, yeah. Now Golden State's going to play the Rockets. Everyone is picking the Warriors over the Rockets, even though, obviously, the Rockets have a lot of grit. They got, the Rockets were a laughing stock for a while, but they're really good this year with a lot of their young talent, a lot of different faces over there. So we do need to talk about what's happening Friday because obviously today, with it being the 16th, they're going to be playing 2 games today. It's going to be Sacramento versus Dallas, which is DeRozan, what I was talking about earlier, where he still has a chance to keep it active. Hopefully AD plays. I'm pretty sure he's going to play. He went crazy the other day, but didn't do that good against the Lakers. And the Bulls versus the Heat. Okay, here comes the Heat info. I am a Heat fan. We are on a really bad end of the year, man. We're not even plus 500. The Bulls have been on a streak. They've been cooking. Getty has been cooking. I'm scared, dude. I really want the Heat to win, of course. But if the Bulls win, they'll be playing ATL, who just lost to Orlando last night. And the winner of that will play the Cavaliers. And I've seen the Cavaliers and Magic play this year, and the Cavs in regular season form were insane. Like, you have no clue who on their team is going to just turn up. Like, Ty Jerome can drop 20 and tell the opposition that I could be a starter on your team. And this is the Magic we're talking about. So who's about to be playing the Celtics. But personally, of course, everybody wants the better matchup team to play against the number one seed. And out of all these, out of the Heat and the Bulls and ATL, I honestly think the Bulls have the best run against them. So, but that's just me. Unless Bam and Tyler can just 5v2 everybody. All right, let's see who's next. We got Sacramento versus Dallas. I'm more into the East than I am the West, so I am biased, but I do want Anthony Davis to get in there. The Kings get in. They've had a terrible midseason. I mean, there's so much drama with Fox and the coaches and all that stuff. A lot of these teams actually have been having coaches fired and stuff like that. So we got to worry about that. You're from Houston, man. The Magic is going to fizzle. Chat is talking right now, and they say Magic is going to fizzle. And Madman is from Houston. So they want to see the Rockets win, I'm assuming. Now let's see what else we should talk about. Now we can go to the other seeds if we want. Did I miss any information? Oh, yeah, I did. Memphis, since Memphis lost to Golden State, whoever plays out of Sacramento and Dallas will be playing the Thunder. Can't leave that out. I mean, that's literally huge information. Everyone thinks that the Thunder are going to win the West, even though it's very, very hard because there's a lot of good teams in the West. Everybody's scary over there. You don't know if the Clippers are going to go crazy. You have no clue if the Lakers are going to go off. Anthony Edwards and them. Edwards is leading the league in threes. And, I mean, he's having fights with Detroit Pistons bench players over there, dude. You know? It's pretty crazy. Then we got the Pistons versus the Knicks on the East. I think the Pistons are young and not dumb anymore. Knicks are the Knicks, man. I mean, they have a good team. We talk so much about the Knicks and Cat and all of them, but man, they are. I mean, even if Tibbs is running them crazy, they are insane. The Knicks are insane. They have a really good team. All their players are really, really good. Yo, what up, Sean? We also got the Bucks versus the Pacers. Technically, the Pacers went all the way to the Eastern Conference last year, so that's a thing to put out there. Everyone talks about Hilberton or whatever his name is and all the Pacers over there. But, I mean, dude, they got Giannis over there. But they have no Dame. Prayers up to Dame. Hope he recovers. Dame is an amazing player. We love Dame time. But it's going to be a weird that one is, I got an asterisk / question mark on that series because Giannis is going to have his season average every game, while someone else is going to have to step up. They got they got Kuzma and KPJ, I think his name is. He's really, really good. I've liked him ever since he was on the Rockets, and so I mean he did good on the Clippers too. You know, so I don't know why he gets tossed around. He's an amazing player, even though he has off the court issues. They said, and she's now dating, I think, Jaylen Brown at the Celtics. That's just crazy. Let's go back over to the West and glimpse over at the Timberwolves versus the Lakers and the Clips versus the Nuggets. Man, dude, I am ready to see those two series. Everybody wants to see Bron and his two they got this white boy thing going on. Who's the coldest white boy in the league? I mean, he's got two of them over there. He's got Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic cooking over there. And I forgot who it was. One of the analysts did, or maybe KG and them. I don't know, man. I watch so much sports. Talk about a top 5 white boy list. Even Caruso was on the Lakers, and he's on that list. And they were talking shit saying that starting 5 couldn't win anything. So you just want to see the Texans do something relevant after 23 years. Also, F the Cowboys. Yeah, right now we're on a basketball segment, but I will be talking about a lot of football here coming soon. Side note, CJ Stroud is the man. Okay. CJ Stroud is the man, though. So back to the Timberwolves and Lakers. Anthony Edwards is killer, dude. His team is gritty. They're young. They're energetic. Last year they had an incredible run. They're not as hyped this year because everybody's embellishing Ant and his role. But last year he had this aura, man. This time last year he had this aura, and everybody wanted him to win. Clips versus the Nuggets, dude. Oh, bro, this is gonna be so wild. This is the one you got to see. Is Kawhi gonna play the full series? Is Harden gonna play? Powell's cooking. The Nuggets have just lost their head coach. They got a lot of adversities going on in that camp over there. If they don't win, they're gonna blow it up. Who's gonna help Jokic? Jokic is gonna have what? 40, 12, and 12 every game? 39 minutes? If they don't go to triple overtimes? This is going to be wild, chat. Let's see. I think we covered pretty much everybody. That's going to be the full playoffs for the NBA. So if you guys haven't been updated or don't know what's going on, there's your update. Now let's go back and look at the chat real quick. Topic aside, it's just what bothers me in general. What's going on, Sean and everybody? Sorry if I'm missing y'all for like 10 minutes or just we're almost done with this segment. So, let's see. I wrote on my little notepad today. I have one little sheet of notes left. Okay, I don't want to show you my writing. It's absolutely terrible. If y'all have anything to reflect on in chat, please let me know. If any of you guys like NBA, we started midday today, so I don't have a lot of my sports heads in here. But my sleeper for the East is going to be my sleeper for the East is going to be the Pistons. I don't want to say Orlando because they're playing the Celtics. I mean, it's pretty rough. They do have some dogs on that team, but I don't see enough consistency out of them. Cade, everyone loves Cade. I want Cade to win, man. But the Knicks are just... It's either going to be a battle or the Knicks are just going to get stomped. They're going to get flopped. They're just going to be tired. They're going to not be effective. Or the Pistons can just drag ass, technically, you know? So we don't know. But they're going to be my sleeper pick from the East because if they aren't dragging ass, they have a tremendous upside. And they're kind of playing the hardest energy team in the East, in my opinion. I mean, Bucks without Dame. They got some energetic boys over there because of Giannis and Kuzma running up and down the court. I know Kuzma does not look as athletic, but they're using him as an intangible piece. KPJ, I always get his name wrong, but he's insane athletic. He's freaking, they've got motors over there. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, unless you're talking about the Celtics. I mean, Celtics are just absolutely insane. Cavaliers, we don't really talk about them that much because they got the number one spot, but they are literally the best constructed team to beat the Celtics, and that's why they're the number one seed this year. And they were talking mess, and the factor is Garland. I agree with Jeff Teague. I watch a lot of Teague. That's my boy right there, and I agree with Teague on that note. Let's see. Let's go to the West. My sleeper of the West. I don't want to say the Lakers because everybody knows everybody's like bandwagon Lakers fan. I mean, the West has so much upside. The Thunder are insane. They're insane. They're not sleepers though. So you know, like same with the Nuggets. They're technically insane because of one player. You know, and you just never know. But my sleeper is going to be the Rockets. Because if Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, and Stephen Curry don't turn it against the Rockets, Like, if all those young bulls on the Rockets turn up, it's a problem. It really is. They're like just like Memphis, but Memphis, you feel bad for Memphis because they always just have something happen. You know, it's like yesterday was the 5 second violation at the end, and we're gonna watch here in a couple minutes what they said about it. But yeah, man, if they don't got if their coach ain't hurt and then fired now, and it's crazy. Um, well, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. What up? What's going on, Katana? Thank you for the cheers, man. But that's pretty much it on the rundown on the play-in tournament situation. Um, Friday we'll know what's actually set after the winner of the losers play for whoever's playing against the number one seed, and and yeah, so there's that. I think that's a very good overview, and that was only like what 10, 15 minutes. Shouldn't take too much of your time today to get filled in on the NBA playoffs. Um, any suggestions, comments, or side notes are always welcome in the chat. Shout out to everybody that tuned in for the OPG Talk Show this morning. Took 30 minutes of warming up and getting info this morning live. If you ever want to see these live, it's kind of like the same thing that Teague and them do. I think they do a pre-recording, and sometimes they do live recordings. I'd always do live streams. So now that we've did the hard part out the way, I don't technically have to do YouTube lives anymore until I'm approved. And then once we're approved, we'll actually turn it into something. So hopefully you guys keep the support up, watch everything, suggest to a friend, send it to everybody. I'll make the setup a lot better. My eyes have been hurting, so that's why I'm wearing the sunglasses today. I do have I technically have a room that's technically just lets sunlight in, so during these I'll open up the windows and everything so it can actually make it nice and pretty in here. But like I said, I just mustered this together in the heat of the moment. We used to do podcasts last year. We're going to do a talk show for 30 minutes to an hour, 2 or 3 times a week. While the playoffs are going on, we'll do one every like couple games of the series, or we'll like at the end of the series, or after we see what at the end of each round, we'll put everything together and ask how everybody feels about the playoff performances from everybody. So lunchtime, what are you getting? But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much once again. I am about to cut it here for the pod, and we can start playing some games and doing some extracurricular activities. Well, any suggestions, throw them to me. And appreciate you guys for supporting me, aka Out of Pocket Gaming, OPG, Mr. You Know Me. And yeah.